Get ready for adventure and some Subaru spring driving during the all-weather drive event. Discover the all-new 2026 Subaru Forester, built for adventure and ready to conquer Manitoba's roads with confidence. For a limited time, enjoy rates from 1.99%, plus a 1% loyalty rate reduction. But hurry, this offer ends April 30th. Enjoy your Subaru famous all-wheel drive system for effortless navigation on our Manitoba highways this spring. Find your next Subaru at jpsubaruregion.com and jpsubarusouth.com.
Like in my brain, it was like, that's Tyler, not Tyler with a blemish.
Well, that's nice of you. Yeah. But I was hoping that because the Pimple Patch Pack said 100% will just hide, goes into your skin.
Like if I'm a mirror, it's right there.
I know. Thanks, man. For sure.
I know you know where it is.
I know that.
I just wanted you to know that I knew exactly where it was.
No, I understand.
Right there.
So what you're telling me is that they're all,
right there.
That this brand is
there.
Okay.
Right there.
Energy 106 presents the Wheeler and Tyler podcast.
Okay. Patience. We're all going to have to wait one more day, including me. So I'm in this too, to get the full review of Tyler Carr's trip to Minnesota over the weekend, okay? He did call the loud line. He will explain why. I was not expecting this either. I am as surprised as you are. Get to the loud line. Coming up here in an hour. In the meantime, we'll speculate. We'll have some fun with wrong answers only. We'll do that here momentarily. My name is Dave Wheeler. Tyler Carr returns to the show tomorrow. We'll dig into the archives a little bit. We'll have some new stuff on the show. Everything is normal. Tomorrow. Guaranteed Gaga, by the way. We'll play that brand new track from the Devil Wears Prada 2 soundtrack. Lady Gaga and Doechii. Welcome to a Monday. Show starts right now. All right, here we go. Let's launch the show as we normally do with some wrong answers only. Finn McCool's text line at 204-452-1061. Tyler Carr is not here today. He was expected to be, but he is not here. Why? Why is he not here? Be as outlandish as you like. Be as creative as you like. Be as absurd as you like. Why is Tyler Carr not here today? He is coming back tomorrow, so we'll have to wait one more day for his review of the back-to-back Lady Gaga shows in St. Paul, Minnesota. But in the meantime, we speculate. We'll reveal your answers coming up at the bottom of the hour. Best time ever, hands down, 6:30. We'll give you about 20 minutes to do so. So get those wrong answers in. It's your morning Wordle, your morning connections, your morning crossword. 204-452-1061.
Okay, yeah.
This is a story curated especially for you for your birthday, and I love that Trevor's here too because Trevor has a cat.
Mm-hmm. It's the squad cat element.
Yeah.
That we share.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like a mascot for the squad.
No, quick story. So someone came over last weekend for the party, and he was convinced that Trevor and I shared a cat.
Oh, yeah, because they're both Russian blues.
They look the exact same. So he thought on one week Trevor had the cat, and then on the off week I had the cat.
He was shook.
Yeah.
Shared custody.
Yeah.
So you have Pixel.
Yep.
An Element.
Mm-hmm.
I have been to both of your houses, and there's one thing that I'm not a big fan of when it comes to cat ownership, but you guys are totally cool with having your cats all over your counters and whatnot. And it's okay. Don't listen. A lot of people are like that. Don't feel shame.
Trevor he will push Element off. Like, he'll get Element off.
And I appreciate that.
I will not.
You don't.
Yeah, the kitchen counters are a no-go for him.
Thank you.
But no rules over there at Tyler's.
And I've scolded him a few times. I'm sure you have too. It's like, you don't want that.
Yeah.
Because one thing about cats is they put their balloon knot everywhere.
Okay.
They do.
Okay.
Right?
You're talking about the butt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I bring this up is there was a student who decided to do a science fair project on if that's actually legit or not.
Okay.
So,
oh no.
Luckily,
Pixel, I'm so sorry.
This kid, grade 6, the mother happens to be a PhD in animal behavior and said, hey, well, I'm actually kind of curious about this too. So they worked together on it. And what they did is they took non-toxic lipstick.
Okay. Oh, and put it on
they put it on the balloon knot.
Just see if there was any.
Okay. And then followed the cat around.
So there were some lipstick kisses all over the house.
Okay. Well, that was kind of their lipstick test.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so between the counter and between all these spots where the cat decided to
Yeah.
drop its weapon. And believe it or not, the only spot that it showed up was in fluffy blankets
Okay.
or laundry.
Okay.
And they also...
Was the cat allowed to go anywhere?
Yep.
Okay.
Wherever you want. Up on the counter, all the places. Counters, no lipstick.
Huh.
Solid spots, no lipstick. Only. But they did say that if you have a long-haired cat, there's a better chance that there's a little bit of cushion there, so less chance. Short-haired cats, more likely to leave lipstick.
But my argument is, I know my cat goes on the counter because for two reasons. He likes to be up high, and number two, because there's the dishwasher, and when the dishwasher's on, it gets warm, and he likes to lay on the warmth. So I don't want to take that away from him. So before we cook or clean or do anything, we have Lysol wipes. We wipe it.
Okay.
So, like, why would I, he's just living his best life. He's trying to be happy.
Sliving.
He is sliving. He is sliving. Pixel sliving.
I just wanted to let you know that for the most part, outside of their
So you're
paws,
validating me.
Well, keep in mind...
You're validating the bad behavior that you've scolded me on for 4 years.
Keep in mind, the balloon knot may not make its way to the surface, but the fact that it's been digging in litter, they're still going up there with their paws.
But Lysol promises me 99.9% of all bacteria is picked up.
And
guess what? If there's a little bit of pixel litter in my taco, well, that's the love.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
There's something, yeah. It's fine.
Wheeler and Tyler.
Got to catch up on our Tearaway A Day calendar. Annual Christmas gift courtesy of Mama Carr up in Swan River, Manitoba. For Saturday and Sunday, April 11th and 12th, respectively. May your weekends be only half as depressing as your weekday. Ouch. I had a great weekend. It was Masters weekend. I'll have more on that coming up in sports. And for today, Monday, April 13th, I always carry a knife in my purse, in case of a cheesecake or something. Yeah, that one's a little bit different here in Winnipeg. Just saying.
Wait, what?
With Wheeler and Tyler on Energy 106.
Okay, if you didn't catch the big event that happened on Friday, my kids and I were watching. Over 3 million people were tuned in live on YouTube to catch this.
Use integrity. Splashdown. Sending post-landing command now.
Splashdown confirmed.
Copy splashdown. Waiting on VLDR.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time.
Pretty exciting stuff.
From the pages of Jules Verne to a modern-day mission to the moon, a new chapter of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete. Integrity's astronauts back on Earth.
Yeah, welcome home to all of the astronauts, including Canadian Jeremy Hansen. 10 days up in space, they circled the dark side of the moon, the furthest humans have ever gone around the moon. Amazing. That was Artemis 2. They're already getting set for Artemis 3. Now, once they got back on Earth, of course, they had to do all the usual debrief, check their health and whatnot, and then over the weekend, they got up on stage and they each talked about their experience, and Jeremy Hansen got the microphone, and before he finished up, he grabbed his teammates and said this.
What you saw was a group of people who loved contributing, having meaningful contribution, and extracting joy out of that. And what we've been hearing is that was something special for you to witness. And the reason I had them form up here with me is because I would suggest to you that when you look up here, you're not looking at us. We are a mirror reflecting you. And if you like what you see, then just look a little deeper. This is you. Dude, come on.
Standing ovation from the crowd. Pretty deep words from Canadian Jeremy Hansen, astronaut. I got to mention really quickly, while my two boys and I were watching live on YouTube, and we watched probably a good solid 2 hours, their final descent back to Earth and landing in the Pacific Ocean. Watching the chat go live on the NASA YouTube page, the amount of skeptics in there, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake, 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 and a lot of people saying, then why are you watching? But the most entertaining part, and you could tell there was a lot from this generation that were watching, the amount of 6-7s that showed up in the chat was quite concerning, to be frank. Either way, congratulations. A successful mission. Artemis 3 set to launch next year. Artemis 4, which will eventually put boots on the moon. Scheduled for 28, probably 29. Pretty incredible stuff, ladies and gentlemen. All right, if you're just tuning into the show, welcome. First of all, music news you can use coming up here momentarily. Olivia Rodrigo, she's going to be doing something rather unexpected, I'll be honest with you. At least half of it unexpected. The other half, I can get on board with. That's coming up in music news you can use if you want more context on that. But first, we reveal your submissions for wrong answers only via the Finn McCool's text line at 204-452-1061. Tyler Carr not here today. He returns tomorrow to the program. But he was expected to be here, but he's not. He's not. He actually called the loud line, and he'll explain why he's not here. Get to that in about half an hour. So here we go. Dana says, Tyler fell in love with the guy that gave him the body cavity search. Patty says, Tyler ran off and married Glenn the robot. He just couldn't live without him anymore. Jamie says, one too many gay explosions with some little monsters. T. Carr got a job as a backup dancer for Gaga. The show is now Wheeler and Noodle. Be happy to have Noodle in. Prefer to have my wife in. I would love that. Text in if you'd love to see that. When Tyler goes away, if you'd love to see Candace Ray come in and co-host the show. Wrong answer. Tyler was so moved by Gaga's concert, he left Mitch to be a roadie with Gaga and is in the next city where she's performing. Yeah. From Logan, he's not back from Minnesota because he was almost detained by ICE agents, luckily escaping, and now he's currently on the run. I'm not going to completely spoil it, but there is something to that. And we'll get more coming up in the loud line. From Jen. Jen is away today because he met his alter ego at the Gaga show, and they took off to Biebercella. Yeah, we'll have news on Justin Bieber and Coachella tomorrow. I had to come in this morning and grab all the audio from the weekend. Some pretty cool things happened. Some legends showed up. Thank you for your wrong answers only. If I didn't get to them, I'll read them off the air. I appreciate you. We'll take a break. Music news you can use. Coming up next here on Wheeler and Tyler.
Music news you can use. Music is what it's all about.
With Dave Wheeler.
For April 13th, 2026.
Yeah, I said what I said.
Doja Cat has defended Madonna against trolls. Doja took to TikTok to discuss claims that Madonna was too old to be on stage.
Telling a musician who makes music as their job to stop doing it? Is it because she's an older woman who feels sexy? Is that why? Is that why you want her to get off stage? Because you feel threatened by an older woman who can do her job forever?
Madonna is working on new music, calling her forthcoming record Confessions on a Dance Floor Part 2. The director of the new A24 film Mother Mary has said that Anne Hathaway's lead character was heavily influenced by Taylor Swift.
Cigarettes, you're the one to me.
You're doing what you're born to do.
It's been a while.
The director said when speaking with Hathaway about the character inspiration, quote, imagine Taylor Swift in 10 or 15 years. That's sort of who this character could be, unquote. Hathaway also performed new songs written by Charlie XCX for the movie, which also features original material from Jack Antonoff. It's Saturday Night Live! And Saturday Night Live has announced the musical guest for the final 3 episodes of season 51. Olivia Rodrigo will be the musical guest for the May 2nd episode, while also serving as host. Noah Khan will be the following week with Matt Damon hosting, and the season finale on May 16th, Beatles legend Paul McCartney with Will Ferrell hosting. It will be Rodrigo's first time hosting and third time as musical guest. Khan will be performing for the second time, while it will be McCartney's 5th time as musical guest. That's music news you can use for April 13th, 2026. I'm Dave Wheeler.
Wheeler and Tyler.
Can you see it?
Yes.
What?
Only half of it.
Half of what?
I can only see out of one eye.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But can you see it?
The blind spot in my right eye? Yes.
No, like, can you see it on me?
Your excitement?
No.
Your rugged handsomeness.
Cold.
Hands.
Cold.
Feet.
No, colder. You can't see it?
The herpes?
warm. You actually can't see it. I'm playing a dumb game, but you can't see it?
I can see it, but I can see it more when you point it out.
It's supposed to be invisible.
I can see how you tried to cover it up.
I didn't try to cover it up. I have a pimple patch on.
So you tried to cover it up.
And it says on the package 100% invisible, and it hides, but it doesn't. You're telling me it doesn't. Is it that obvious?
No, when you point it out, it is.
Well, I know that, but
so why'd you point it out?
But did you know it before I brought it up?
Honestly, to me,
do you look for those things?
If when I saw you this morning, you looked your usual handsome self.
Yeah.
And honestly, it just looked like a blemish, like a very minor blemish. Not even enough that it was distracting at all.
Okay.
Like it did, in my brain, it was just like, that's Tyler, not Tyler with a blemish.
Well, that's nice of you. Yeah. But I was hoping that because the pimple patch pack said 100% will just hide, just goes into your skin.
Like if I'm a mirror, it's right there.
I know. Thanks, man.
I just
for sure.
I know you know where it is.
I know that.
I just wanted you to know that I knew exactly where it was.
No, I understand.
Right there.
So what you're telling me is that they're all
right there.
That this brand is
there.
Okay,
right there.
Finn McCool's text line at 204-452-1061. Yes, I was at the Jets game last night.
Were you?
Yes. Huh. And I did not have the pimple yet. Might I add. That was an overnight sensation.
Is it a cold sore or a pimple?
It's a pimple.
Oh, okay.
That's why I have a pimple patch on. But those are new for me. Never really used pimple patches. Got recommended them. Oh, text on the Finn McCool's text line. Tyler, it's trendy to wear pimple patches.
If you're a teenager. Because that's who gets pimples.
Whatever, man. I was dehydrated. I didn't sleep well.
I get it. Although,
the whiteout.
I will say.
I'm calling it a whiteout.
I will say, and I am taking credit on this.
The kids are starting to wear ones with little stars and stuff. It's a trend. Oh, that's fun.
The kids.
Yeah.
The kids.
Okay, what were you going to say?
I am taking credit on this, by the way. But your complexion has done so much better since you took my advice years ago, where I said, keep soap off your face.
Oh.
Stop. Stop putting all this crap and gunk and quit getting fooled.
I definitely was overwashing.
Yeah.
But
soap does not see this face.
I'm going to need to see a pic of the pimple patch for science. No.
For science?
No. It was truly an honest question because I felt more confident putting this on than having the zit showing as dominantly as it would have.
Meanwhile, my generation would take razor cuts and we just take a little corner of a toilet paper and just go, I'm good.
And then you'd turn on your black and white TV.
I'm on with my day.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the news feed.
Turn up. Wheeler in the morning.
The first round of the 2026 camping season reservation starts today.
Here I am at Camp Granada.
Marge, is Lisa at Camp Granada?
Reservations for Manitoba Park areas are starting today with cabins, yurts, and group use areas. Tomorrow is campsites at Birds Hill, Winnipeg Beach, and Grand Beach. Wednesday, reservations for campsites at Whiteshell Provincial Park. Thursday, campsites in the northern and western regions, and Friday, all remaining campgrounds. Reservations can be made online or by phone at 1-888-4U2-CAMP. The province introduced a new availability notification feature, allowing campers to be notified if an area matching their preferences becomes available. A debate over Winnipeg's historical landscape is heating up as the city moves forward with relocating a prominent British-era monument.
That is going to get nowhere. One that comes on my street is either £1 a piece or £2. That is going to get nowhere with that.
The statue, which has stood at Portage in Maine, is being moved to Brookside Cemetery, sparking a divide between those who see the move as a necessary step towards reconciliation and others who argue it erases a vital piece of local heritage. Proponents of the relocation contend that public spaces should reflect a more inclusive history of all Winnipeggers, while critics warn that burying such figures ignores the complexities of the city's founding. And hope for a diplomatic breakthrough in the Middle East has dimmed as high-stakes peace talks between the United States and Iran collapsed over the weekend in Islamabad. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance addressing the media.
The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, And I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America.
International observers warn that the breakdown of these discussions could lead to a renewed period of instability, with mediators from Pakistan expressing disappointment that a final roadmap remained out of reach. For now, the focus shifts back to Washington and Tehran as both capitals assess their next move in an increasingly uncertain global landscape. In sports, the Masters concluded yesterday, and a familiar name has been added to an even more elite group.
His year again. Rory is a rare repeat winner at Augusta.
Rory McIlroy bogeyed the last hole for a 12-under final and won by one shot over Scottie Scheffler for his second consecutive green jacket. Only Jack Nicklaus, Nick Faldo, and Tiger Woods have achieved that feat. It's Rory's sixth major championship. Next up on golf's major schedule is the PGA Championship from just outside of Philadelphia in 1 month. Top Canadian at the Masters, by the way, was Nick Taylor, who finished in a tie for 41st at 2 over par. Your Winnipeg Jets are not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs quite yet, but the 7-1 beating they took at the hands of the Flyers on Saturday is going to make it incredibly hard math, as the Jets would need to win their remaining 3 games and get some help from the LA Kings, who have a pretty easy schedule in their last 3 games of the season. The Jets will play in Vegas tonight against the Golden Knights, tomorrow in Utah to play the Jets 1.0 in the Mammoth, and wrap up the season Thursday at home hosting the Sharks for Fan Appreciation Night at Canada Life Centre. Manitoba Moose got back-to-back wins over the Texas Stars this past weekend at Canada Life Centre. The Moose will head to Chicago Wednesday to play the Wolves and then wrap up the season in Iowa to play the Wild this weekend. Niverville and Verdun are headed to the MJHL Finals as Niverville beat Wayway 4-1 in their semifinal series, and the Verdun Oil Caps beat the Steinbach Pistons 4-2 in their series. The Turnbull Cup Finals in the MJHL should kick off this weekend. Toronto Blue Jays won 1 of 3 against the Twinkies over the weekend, losing 8-2 yesterday. Blue Jays will head to Milwaukee tomorrow night to start a 3-set with the Brewers. Toronto Raptors wrapped up their season with the win over the Brooklyn Nets. The NBA play-in tournament kicks off tomorrow.
Get ready for adventure and some Subaru spring driving during the all-weather drive event. Discover the all-new 2026 Subaru Forester, built for adventure and ready to conquer Manitoba's roads with confidence. For a limited time, enjoy rates from 1.99%, plus a 1% loyalty rate reduction. But hurry, this offer ends April 30th. Enjoy your Subaru famous all-wheel drive system for effortless navigation on our Manitoba highways this spring. Find your next Subaru at jpsubaruregion.com and jpsubarusouth.com.
Wheeler and Tyler presents The Loud Line.
Got something to say? 204-478-8040.
All right, we're going to hear from Tyler Carr here momentarily, who is absent today. He was not expected to be absent, but he's absent. We're marking down tardy and absent on his permanent record. But first, we'll get to a few obligatory hellos.
Hi, Mr. Smoochie.
Hello. And another one?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Also, Martha, dedicated listener, very integral part of the show. She just retired. Just celebrated her birthday. And I often wonder, what do retirees do? What do you do in that first few incremental steps of retirement? What do you do?
I have my partridges back in my backyard. I don't have my squirrels. I don't have my birds as much as I did, but I have partridges now. Okay, guys, have a great weekend.
Thanks.
And it's so nice to hear Guaranteed Gaga.
Yeah.
It makes my heart so warm.
Mine too.
And a special song is going to be played today. I can't wait to hear it. Hugs and kisses.
Thanks, Martha. Glad you're enjoying retirement. Question. If you have partridges, do you need a pear tree in order to facilitate said partridges? Inquiring minds want to know. And finally, to explain his absence, I know it may not sound like him, but it is him.
Hey, Wheels, it's Tyler. I thank you for letting me stay home, but yeah.
For the record, didn't let him stay home, forced him to stay home after I got a text message from him yesterday. And this voice explains why. Again, listen to this voice.
Hey, Wheels, it's Tyler.
It's Tyler.
I thank you for letting me stay home, but yeah, my voice is not great. Like, I'm pushing right now to even leave you a voicemail, but it's because I want to tell you that we actually almost didn't make it to the very first Lady Gaga show because they almost kicked us out, and there's some drama. So thanks for letting me rest, and I'll see you on the show tomorrow, and I will tell you why we almost got kicked out. But aside from that, it was amazing. I can't wait to play the new song for Guaranteed Gaga. So
already did.
Thanks again. I am going to go to bed, and we had a blast, and we didn't get kicked out, but we definitely almost did. Okay, bye.
Okay, 2 things on that. Number 1, anyone else want him to keep that voice? Anyone? I mean, that's...
Hey, Wheels, it's Tyler.
Hey, Wheels, it's Tyler. I think it's a good sound for him.
Hey, Wheels, it's Tyler.
Also, very curious to hear the story about Gaga. Tyler Carr returns to Wheeler and Tyler tomorrow morning.
The Loud Line.
So there's been a change in Winnipeg, and I'm wondering if you've noticed the same thing.
More potholes?
No.
What?
Good guess, though. Dollarama down Regent there.
I don't go to that neck of the woods much.
No, but just kind of wondering if maybe in your neck of the woods this is happening too. But walked in to get a Mother's Day card for Mama Carr.
Yeah. Nice to see you splurging.
Reminder, hey, she's getting something in there. It's not just a card. She's there's something else that's arriving with that.
Hey, Mom, just want you to know.
Listen.
Splurge.
I'd rather spend money on the gift than the card.
Yeah.
She gets a Dollarama card and then a good gift.
I get you.
So walked in, I'm doing my shopping, and I'm like, why is the line so long? Like, why am I waiting so long in line? Like, it was like kind of wrapped through, you know, where the gum is out the other side. And I look over, and they've removed all their self-checkouts. Every single one that they used to have. There used to be about 4, I think. Now there's 0. And it's just the tills. And I thought, what the heck? So by the time I got up to the tills, I asked the lady, I said, well, you guys removed your self-checkout? She said, yeah, too many people were stealing.
Okay, the only self-checkout that I've encountered is the one inside of Polo Park Mall.
Yeah, Regent used to have 4.
The one in my hood has never had
Interesting. Now,
Dollarama in particular, are we talking Dollar Tree?
No, Dollarama.
Or a dollar or less?
If you want a visual, it's right beside the Planet Fitness on Regent.
Okay.
And they have no more, and they said it's like specifically it was because there was too many people stealing.
Yeah.
But then I said, you're the only one on the checkout. So like, are you going to hire more cashiers again? And she said, we're working on it. So is that like a new trend? Are we going to not see self-checkouts anymore? Or is that going to the wayside?
I've heard that they've been looking to, they tried to bring security guards in, but people were buying them for $1.
Okay, Morgan says, yeah, no more self-checkouts all gone in the South End too. All gone in the South End too.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. So, yeah, I honestly hope they're all gone. Get rid of them all. Bring back the jobs.
Bring back the humans.
But at least, okay, if you're going to remove self-checkouts, then you got to add more cashiers. You don't get to just, you know what I mean? You fired them to have the self-checkouts or didn't hire them, and now you're removing the self-checkouts and you're not going to hire them back. That doesn't make any sense.
I used to think, now I honestly truly used to believe this, that there was something that happened to your, whatever you were buying. Like once you scanned the UPC barcode, then it would be like, okay, that box is good and you can now walk through the
doors out.
The doors and it won't go beep, 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 right?
Yeah.
But how does that work? Because if I walk through with something that hasn't been scanned, it beeps. I guess, how does that work?
What do you mean?
Well, what I'm thinking,
not following.
Okay, so if I was to grab something without going through the checkout and I walk through the thing and it goes beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. Oh, like the tags you're talking about. No,
I'm just talking about like if you walk through and you're stealing something, it'll go beep, 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 beep.
Well, not at Dollarama.
But at stores.
Yeah, some stores.
Yeah,
I believe at Co-op when I used to work there, they had these special tags that you would have to scan off.
So how is it that after I go boop, then it negates the beep, 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 beep when I walk through?
I don't actually think that there is any beep beeps. Just boop boops.
Then what are those two big things that we walk through?
I think they just are to scare you.
No.
Yes, sometimes they are.
Big waste of money to scare somebody.
Sometimes they don't. Honestly, there are some that are not even connected, and it's just to be like, ooh, maybe I should scan it.
It's like the person that puts up the fake ring cam on their door.
The reader demagnetizes the strip in the barcode in those instances. That's what we're getting text.
The reader demagnetizes.
Yeah, like when you're scanning it, there's a magnet, and I guess it demagnetizes the strip on the barcode to remove the beep bops.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That
Actually, that does check out, because when I worked at Co-op, if you scanned the barcode and it had a special, it looked like aluminum foil on it. Yeah, the metal tags. Thank you, Michael. You would have to scan those specifically very close, because it would demagnetize them so it wouldn't beep out. And then if it did, they would come back in and we would just rescan it and it would demagnetize it.
There has to be.
We used to put those tags inside diaper boxes.
Oh.
Because then you would have to scan it, but then you knew to flip it to scan the other side, because people were getting smart and taking off those strips.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah,
okay. Well,
if you've noticed a trend in no more self-checkouts, I'm curious if there's any other stores that are going this way. Bring back the humans, though. Can't just remove stuff.
Wheeler and Tyler.
You know me.
Yep.
Kinda.
Well,
5 years.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. We don't need to put a year on it, because that makes me want to cry.
And
how have we been doing this for 5 years?
Right. And you know how much I love language.
Yeah.
Including the English language, le français, l'espagnol. I
don't see the clip, by the way.
What do you mean you don't see the clip?
The clip that you say is in bits.
It's in there.
I don't see it.
Should be in there.
Never mind. It was labeled. So I know exactly what we're doing here now.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Actually, I'm happy I had that confusion, because now I've pieced together everything.
Okay. Good. There's a guy I follow on YouTube. His name's Ari. He's out of New York. He is a language expert. He's gone viral, and the way he kind of made his YouTube fame was that he would go into certain boroughs of New York. He studied Cantonese and Mandarin in Beijing, met his wife there, speaks very fluent Chinese, very fluent. And so he would go into these boroughs in New York, and he would order in Chinese, and just like the pong. Like that's the sound effect he would give when people like, what? Round Eye speaks Chinese? And so he went viral that way, but he's learned so many different languages. And
Good
now
for him.
He was asked to go speak at a high school in the U.S. about languages and how important it is to not only speak your language, but another language. And he flipped the entire school on their heads when he did this.
Your school invited me to give a guest lecture about the importance of learning languages, but it occurred to me that all of you are already, in some sense, multilingual, whether you realize it or not. And that's because you speak the Gen Alpha dialect of English, a language so distinct that I, an aging 34-year-old millennial, genuinely cannot understand it, or at least couldn't understand it before I spent weeks immersed in TikTok videos studying your dialect to partial fluency. I'm going to try to deliver the rest of this speech in your very own native tongue. Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha.
So, without further ado, it's low-key a huge W to be vibing here at Westtown High School for Languages Week. Good chat, let's lock in. Okay, prepared. Now, I know it's giving to Lulu for this chuggy boomer to speak in such skibbity brain rot, but if you'll bear with me, I'll put the fries in the bag in just a second. I do actually have a message here, type shit. No cap, I was dead-ass pressed about understanding this language. But I had to absorb the drip so I wouldn't get aired by your generation. High-key, people think Gen Alpha slang is just memes and brain rot, but on God, it's giving linguistic glow-up core happening IRL. Every time you drop a gyat or it's giving, you're legit patching the English language DLC with fresh updates, literally shifting the English meta. Language evolves because you're constantly cooking new ways to pass the vibe check, and honestly, your memes today finna hit as the textbook vocab of tomorrow. Bet. Keep cooking, stay goated, never be mid, and FR, study hard, and go riz up that knowledge.
Amazing. That's amazing.
You should have seen how...
That's amazing. He probably got them so hyped.
Oh, the crowd was cringed out at first.
Question. Was this what your generation felt like when we started using, like, LMAO and LOL, like, millennials? Like, did you have this same thing that I'm feeling right now?
Dude, my generation did the same thing, and the boomers would look at us. It happens with every generation. It's just more pronounced because of social media.
It's getting weirder.
Sure it is.
Yeah, it's getting weirder.
Sure it is.
But he nailed that.
Well, look.
He nailed that. That's how you, honestly, like, You hear how loud they were screaming and how happy they were?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now, it's
I feel
fascinating to me, and the way...
I will validate is he said low key.
Low key, high key.
I'll take the low key.
Mid key.
Yeah, low key.
Riz, drip.
Yeah.
DLC.
The DLC for the English language sent me. That sent me. I almost fell off I'm not even sitting. I fell off the air.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool to check out.
I feel dumb.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like I didn't really understand everything that he was saying, but I've heard those words and I don't know what they mean. So I feel dumb, but at the same time, I feel dumb because I've listened to that. So I feel super dumb.
I want to talk to all the hockey parents out there for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening, hockey parents? I know you're out there. I was chatting. The reason why this came up is, two reasons. Number one, we had Reed Stephenson on the show late yesterday.
Yeah.
He's a Winnipegger, born and bred, played with the Monarchs, played with the Blues, went on to play NCAA, and then grinded it out through the minor leagues, and then ended up being a champion in the EIHL over in the UK with the Nottingham Panthers.
Yeah, he got to go make some money across seas.
Yeah.
And play his favorite sport.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
And my wife was updating me on her bid to try and get us together with some old friends who we haven't seen. And I can't even remember when, because we both got kids, and they're of different age, and they're in different things. Like, my kids are in golf and jiu-jitsu. His kids are in baseball and hockey.
Oh, yeah, very different.
So our paths don't really cross. And so it's like, hey, how about this day works? Like, no, they got this. And how about you guys? Like, no, they have this. It's like, what? Like, we're booking into June.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they get together for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, right?
Just to, say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So... This is
I've got some time in August. It's a Monday between the hours of 7 and 8.
How's your 2027 looking?
Yeah.
This is a reminder, and this is coming from a guy who grew up doing the hockey grind as a kid, on skates every single day.
That's crazy.
It was a little crazy, but
that is crazy.
The difference is that when hockey season was done in the spring, there was no hockey until the fall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you maybe go out and skate once a week when you get a little bit older, but when you're a kid, there was no spring league, there was no spring tournament, there was no summer
get on roller
tournament.
skates.
Rollerblade, something, whatever.
Yeah.
And I've been a big proponent of cross training. Like, let your kid get excited to get back on the ice.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I understand that it becomes a bit of a culture where it's like, well, we'll just keep going with hockey. Kid enjoys it. I enjoy hanging out with other parents. This is our thing. This is what we do.
Yeah.
And I get it. I totally understand it. But if you're going to do that, you can't have that, okay, I'm investing a lot of money into you, kid. It's NHL or bust.
Oh, like almost putting a standard on them.
Kinda. You know what I mean?
Or putting your own goal.
I think they call it vicarious, living vicariously through your children.
I think that's also like low-key gaslighting.
But here's a good reminder that...
It's like successful gaslighting. We want you to be the best. It's like, well, what if I'm not? Well, then you will be.
We will make sure
that you are in the NHL.
See,
but mom and dad, I just want to be a doctor and play hockey on the side.
Be a doctor. No, no kid of mine.
You will be in the NHL if I'm investing this money. No doctor for you.
But the beauty part is that hockey is such a popular sport worldwide now.
Yeah.
Is that there are so many options if it's not the NHL or the American League or the East Coast League.
Yeah, where was this guy? What league was this guy in
the
again?
EIHL.
Right.
Which is the top level of hockey over in the United Kingdom. Just to give you an indication.
And he was happy. He got paid, and he's successful.
He was smiling ear to ear.
Hell yeah.
He was talking about how he just got back. Like, hey, after we won, we hung out in England for a few days, and then we went over to Italy. Me and a couple of teammates went over to Italy because it's super easy to get over there.
The best life.
And we partied over in Italy for like 10 days, and then came home. And I'm like that sounds so good,
right? But some parents will just cap it at NHL, but there's so much more to explore now,
right?
Which is cool.
And even those kids, those players, I should say, players that are kind of at that level, or maybe you're aging out of midget hockey, or maybe you're aging out of junior hockey,
right?
And you're looking in your backyard, going, "Well, there's nowhere for me to play." There are lots of places for you to play if you want to continue playing. There are options out there. It may not be the easiest life in the world. They're not going to be handing you checks worth millions of dollars. But if you really want to keep playing,
Well, if it's your passion, you don't necessarily need to make the most money.
Right.
Yeah. Just pick up a side job. Play football.
There's lots of guys play football. I'm a multi-sport athlete, and I make very minimal money in both.
Yeah. What do? I travel seats for hockey, and I'm in the CFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm still behind on my Shaw bill.
Yeah.
Miss Mike Tagami this week on Energy 106. Here's what you're missing out on.
Fast food employee might just be employee of the month permanently. 18-year-old Jaden was working at a Chick-fil-A in North Carolina on Good Friday when he found 2 envelopes in the men's washroom. Those envelopes contained nearly $10,000. And you know what Jaden did with that 10 grand? He turned it in. Yeah, he brought the money in and the restaurant made sure that it got back to its rightful owner. And the owner of the money was so grateful, he offers this kid $500 as a reward, which he turns down multiple times before finally accepting. And that's kind of got to restore your faith in humanity a little bit, right? Somebody doing the right thing like that. Although really, who's walking around with 10 grand and making a stop for lunch? Even if you brought all that money with you for a fat boy, there's zero chance it's getting left behind in the bathroom. Like, well, forgot my 10 grand, but I remembered to wash my hands.
The Energy Drive with Mike Tagami on Energy 106.
What happened to you? What's your story about someone stealing something in the workplace? Chrissy, what's your story?
So I had a coworker. You know how you can buy those fundraising, like chocolate-covered almonds?
Ooh, and they're amazing.
They're so good.
Yeah.
She didn't like almonds, so she ate the chocolate off all the almonds and left them up on a pile on her desk.
Ew, stop it.
Wait, no, but it gets better. Somebody took her almonds.
No, they didn't.
They just thought they were regular almonds, but she had eaten all of the chocolate already off the almonds.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like the thief kind of got what they deserved. That's disgusting.
Like, it's terrible, but funny.
This is Mike Tagami
on Energy 106.
A detox of one thing could do wonders for your brain. New research shows that short breaks from your phone can dramatically improve brain function. A study had participants block internet access on their phones for like 2 weeks, while still allowing calls and texts and computer use, but daily online time dropped from 314 minutes to just 161. And results showed improvements in mood, attention, basically the mental health equivalent to reversing 10 years of age-related cognitive decline. Even partial detoxes still help participants as well. Another study done by Harvard found that just 1 week of reduced smartphone use decreases anxiety, depression, and insomnia. So putting your phone away, super good for your brain and your mental health. And with construction season pretty much upon us in Winnipeg, you know your mental health is about to be tested.
The Energy Drive with Mike Tagami.
One thing is good for your health that you probably would never anticipate, it's getting married. Yeah, a study published just this week suggests that marriage could be linked to a lower risk of cancer. Get this, among never married men, cancer rates are 68% higher than those who have been married. And never married women have rates that are 83% higher, which is staggering. And they think there's a few reasons why. Like, the study argues that people who have been married are less likely to participate in risky behavior like smoking or drinking. And on the other hand, if you're unmarried, you could be more isolated, you could be less likely to engage in screening or prevention. Take that as you will, because others suggest that the benefits of marriage reflect systems that reward it rather than the actual relationship itself. So we're not suggesting that marriage is only good, single life is only bad, but still, it's pretty crazy. It's looking like Beyonce was right. Maybe you should have put a ring on it.
Catch Mike Tagami from 3 to 6 p.m. weekdays on Energy 106.
Or stream us live at energy106.ca. Energy 106 presents the 10K Payday.
Well, we got to say thank you to Mr. Furness, obviously. And we got to say thank you to Jim Pattison Subaru South and Jim Pattison Subaru on Regent. Okay, you got that out of the way. Now let's make a few people unhappy and one very happy person. Sorry, your color 1.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, your color 2.
Thank you.
I'm going to make your Monday even worse and tell you your color 3.
Oh,
Sorry.
thank you.
Your color 4. Keep trying, though.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, you missed it by 1. That sucks.
No,
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
Happy Monday.
Okay, you too. Who are you?
Nice.
You're nice?
Well, Norm.
Norm, you are nice because you're color 6. Yes, sir, Norm. Good for you. Hang on the line. We will grab some details from you off the air. You have $100 instantly, and you are in for the grand prize draw of $1,000, the Energy 106 10K payday.
My kids ask me sometimes,
If you could have one superpower, what would it be? I already know what you're going to say, Dad. Pick something cooler.
What would you say?
I say it every time. And I truly mean this. It's changed since I was a kid, but I'm at the point in my life right now that if I had to pick a superpower, I would love to have access to every single language in the world and know it front to back.
That is such a different answer. Like, just people would go, invincibility, being invisible, flying.
Right. When I was a kid, sure, those are the ones.
Oh, that's still mine.
Yeah.
I want to be invisible.
Invisible?
Yeah.
Why invisible? Okay, let's play this out.
Yeah.
You're invisible. Where do you go?
Well, if I could turn it on and off, that's what I would want.
Yeah.
I would turn it off, and I would be invisible, and I'd walk into every whiteout game. And I would sit front row at every whiteout game and not pay any money.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Sorry, but like, everything is easier because they don't see you. The scanner goes off. Oh, what's that?
It's amazing. The invisibility one, whenever I ask that, it always comes with something nefarious. Ooh, I want to get in free to places.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I want to go into change rooms. Ooh, I want to do all the things.
Change rooms. That's we're going to tell me who they are. 911. But I get what you're saying, because it's always like, ooh, you want to do something secret.
Right.
Like, sorry, Lee, but I'm 100% going to P&B Games Invisible, and I'm just going to
just playing all the new Switch games.
Or taking a few, and return them, obviously. But like, why languages? When would you use them?
Whenever I wanted to and whenever I needed to. Like, literally, the world becomes your oyster.
You could be like a walking Duolingo.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
And actually, it's funny. I have been using Duolingo. We have the family plan, and we're all learning Spanish together, which is great. I started right from the building blocks and doing it right rather than kind of learning it by proxy.
Sure.
And it's weird because I've been filling my brain with so much Spanish lately. Okay. Friends of ours have a exchange student that is in right now, and he's a high school student, and he's from France.
Okay.
And his English is okay. Like, he built it up enough that he can get by. But when he found out that I speak French, his eyes lit up. And he just kicked around. He was like, oh mon Dieu, tu parles français avec moi.
Oh my gosh, you brought home to him.
So what?
You brought like a sense of home.
Kind of.
That's really cute.
And so I kind of been explaining, I'm like, listen, mon français c'est plus manitobain québécois que dans France, which is my French is a little more like Manitoban, which is like franglais.
Yeah, but that's okay.
But he was like, no, c'est okay. Like, he just wanted to speak French. But the messed up part was because Latin and French and Spanish are both Latin-based languages. My brain has been spent so much time filling up the Rolodex with Spanish that it was like, all right, hang on a sec, let's see.
So
trying to go through it all. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the right word.
You might not get this.
And it was a struggle.
You might not get this reference, but in SpongeBob, there's an episode where like he accidentally deletes his name from his brain, and they're all searching file folders for it. I feel like that's the same way. Where did we put the French? Where did we put the Spanish?
Totally.
Pull it out. We need all. That's that. How would your brain? I mean, there are some people that know so many languages. How do you even begin to? I don't even know. That's amazing, though. I think that's fantastic, and that's a great answer.
Well, it was cool flexing it a little bit, and it was like my brain was kind of defragging it, going, all the information's in the air, but we got to give us a second to kind of rebuild all of it. And so I was able to get by, and the more I spoke,
That's really nice.
It got a lot easier. But
so you can English, you could do a little bit of Spanish, or a lot of Spanish, and a lot of French.
I would say English is number one. Yeah. Because I grew up in French immersion and did 10 years of French in school. Like every single one of my subjects was in French.
Okay, whoa.
I graduated with my French.
Okay.
And then, but didn't use it a whole lot.
Right.
And so it's still there.
Yeah.
But now that I'm learning Spanish, I know greetings in most languages.
Okay.
Like in German, it's Hallo, wie geht's? Gut, danke schön. Wie geht's mit dir? little things like that. I can get by with most general greetings, but I would love to have a better control over all of them.
It's just crazy, man. I don't know. Just that you
have the capability.
I know, but I don't know. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Because I don't have the patience.
No, you do.
You have the patience. I don't have the patience.
Duolingo.
No.
Try it.
No.
Why not?
No. I choose invisible. And I would use it right now to escape running away from languages that I don't have time for. I would love to. I would literally love to.
Wait, what?
With Wheeler and Tyler on Energy 106.
Okay, this is good news. Okay, I don't want you to think, because I know that I've been rather critical, much to the antithesis of Tyler's attitude towards this woman, but Britney Spears, I don't know if you remember last month, the DUI that she was, the conservatorship, you know. Britney has not been okay. I think we can all agree on that. She has not been okay. But here's the good news. Over the weekend, Britney checked herself in to rehab. As you can imagine, the internet has gone crazy. Here's a quick little compilation of various legacy news outlets and online outlets talking about it.
Okay, so some breaking news. Britney Spears, guys, has been sent to rehab.
Britney Spears has officially checked into rehab. Here's everything you need to know.
The pop icon Britney Spears has voluntarily checked herself into a treatment facility.
Britney Spears is focusing on her health. On April 12th, a rep for the singer confirms to E! News that she has voluntarily checked herself into a treatment facility.
Pop star Britney Spears has voluntarily checked herself into a treatment facility. This comes a month after she was arrested in Moore Park on suspicion of driving under the influence.
Pop star Britney Spears has reportedly checked into rehab for substance abuse. It's not clear where exactly she's getting help, but according to TMZ, Spears has been there for a few days. The 44-year-old was arrested in California last month for suspicion of driving under the influence.
There you go. So everyone's on this story. I'm sure it's probably popped up in your feed at some point, but if you didn't know, Britney Spears officially going into rehab. And look, like I said, I know I've been critical, but it's out of concern. No different than the way I feel about Tiger Woods. I'm glad he's going to rehab. I want to see him at his best. I want to see Britney at her best. I hope she can get this all figured out. Imagine she goes into rehab, figures things out, comes back and goes, you know what? I love doing music. I want to go back. I want to tour. Maybe she sings through town. This is all good news. This is all great news. Good luck, Britney. We're rooting for you.
It's time for radio cliches.
Like a national day.
Don't turn that dial. Just stay.
It's a radio cliche.
This one's a bit of a heartbreaker for anyone that's from my generation. Jonathan Brandis. Remember him from Sequest? Neverending Story 2? Yeah, he would have been 50 today. Took his own life back in 2003. Sad story. Ty Dolla $ign is 44 years old. 44 years old today. Ron Perlman, the original Hellboy. He's 76. Allison Williams is 38. Kyle Howard is 48. William Sadler is 76. Al Green is 80. Jiwoo is 21. Peter Davidson, not Pete Davidson. Peter Davidson is 75. There's a few YouTubers here. Farrah Balinga, she's 38. I don't know her. Shadow Temple, I don't know him. He's a YouTube star, 34. And there's a Roblox star here too. Pokey, he's 28. All right, on to our National Day calendar. Today is National Peach Cobbler Day. Today is National Thomas Jefferson Day, as it would have been his birthday. It's National Make Lunch Count Day. Look, my lunch is busy enough being lunch. I'm not going to get it to do math. National Scrabble Day. There you go. Enjoy your national days. Celebrate accordingly, everyone.
Wheeler and Tyler.
I'm not telling you this to make you feel dumb at all, but it certainly did make me feel dumb.
I'm kind of doing it at this point because now we know, so it's like, we're going to make you feel how we felt.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling.
I'll give you a quick recap. Chatting with a friend, and he bestowed upon me that all the neighborhoods in Winnipeg, their street names are themed.
They have themes.
And I've lived here 22 years, and I kind of feel like I knew this, but I didn't know this. You know what I mean? Like I know the street names, but never put it together that they're all themed.
Yeah, no idea. Because no.
Yeah,
Sorry.
right.
No, I'm not even going to pretend.
Yeah.
There was no way in hell I would ever have thought of this.
So...
We have some.
Yeah.
I got a few here.
If you live...
I think the one that made me feel the dumbest was Garden City.
Garden City embraces a floral theme with streets like Buttercup Avenue, Daffodil Street, Tulip Road. Waverly Heights incorporates the word lake, such as Lake Glen, Lake Crest, Lake Island.
It's a water-centric theme.
Fort Garry.
I love this one.
Streets are named after planets, including Jupiter, Mercury, Neptune, Saturn, Mars. Yep. So if you live in Fort Garry, you're closer to space than Katy Perry. Sorry, is that rude?
No, that's not rude.
What was the one that we found out it has a Robin Hood theme to it?
I can't remember.
Westwood apparently it was referred to as the library, and I couldn't figure out why. And the person said because the streets are all named after writers.
Also, River Heights, streets in this area honor historical figures. What? The Exchange District features streets named after women's first names in alphabetical order from east to west. I'll be honest, I thought it was just whatever. Name it. You're sure, probably after someone. I didn't think that there was actual... Why would there be thought and care? There was thought and care.
Mm-hmm.
The Maples, many streets begin with Ma because of maples. Ma.
Again, not trying to make
this one, before you say exactly what you're going to say. Tyndall Park. This neighborhood features streets arranged alphabetically from north of Selkirk Ave, Arrow, Brazil, Code, Dingle.
Not trying to make you feel dumb.
Oh, I am.
But it's one of the things where you see the streets all the time. If you live in that hood, you see the streets. You're like, yeah, just take a left here and a right there, and you know the streets. But did you actually know that there was rhyme and reason?
Wait. Danielle said the Exchange ladies' names are said to be the ladies of the night. That's so fun. That's so fun.
For all of the Johns to feel shame the next day. Oh, yeah, I've been down her road. I've been down her road, and I've been down her road.
Yeah, and there's a spot in Winnipeg that features Indigenous tribes. That one, absolutely.
It explains why there's so many potholes.
Yeah, I learned that on doors.
Exchange.
In the Exchange. Danielle added from the Exchange one, the ladies of the night. Learned that on Doors Open Winnipeg. That's cool. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I don't even... Yeah, Tara said, I've heard the Exchange names thing before. Well, you know what?
By the way...
We're playing the name game.
By the way, for the record, in the Exchange District, if they are named after the ladies of the night, I don't know if I'm going to a lady of the night named Dagmar.
Okay. Yeah. This is just another fun fact. Valor Road, formerly Pine Street, was renamed in 1925 to honor 3 residents who received the Victoria Cross for bravery during World War I. Wow. Okay. Garden City. Floral.
Yeah. No, that's too easy. Too easy.
And in Transcona, flamingo names. I'm just making that up.
Everything should have pink. One street is Pink Pony Club.
Yeah.
Pink Lemonade.
Pink Ladies.
You can go on forever.
Pink Whitney.
Pink Whitney. The fitting.
Yeah, very
fitting.
Right by the spike.
You've been listening to the Wheeler and Tyler podcast.
Listen weekdays from 6 to 10 on Energy 106.